All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can fix your Chromebook yourself or prevent most problems. First of all, probably the most important thing is to make sure that you've run updates. I can't tell you how many times when I've tried to diagnose a problem for somebody, um, it comes down to just that, just making sure that that update has been run and installed on the Chromebook. From printer problems, mainly printer problems, get resolved with this, but all kinds of other app problems as well. So the first thing to do is to find the update option, and to do that, you're going to go click on the clock in the lower right hand corner of your screen, which is down here, and you're going to look for the gear button. Click on that. And then up in the top in the search settings, you'll type the word update. Click on check for update. And then once again, click on the check for updates button here. It's going to show you on the left side what version you've got, and we'll click it. And I've done this several times today, so I know that I'm updated. And you'll find if you're checking these regularly, Chrome updates maybe once a week or once every other week. So you want to make sure you've checked this a lot. If you get behind, you may find yourself having to run updates. And then also once you run the update, of course, you're going to shut down the machine to allow it to install the update, which is really important. And then once you've installed the update by shutting it down, you're going to check for updates again until it says you're up to date, like mine just did. Shutting down the machine would be going to the clock and just simply going to this button here, the power off button, and clicking that. It does give you a couple of options. I like to shut the machine down all the way rather than restart, because I know it's done everything it needs to do in the process of going through and installing and closing out programs and everything else real thoroughly. So, but restart will work as well. Don't do sign out or lock. That doesn't do anything for you for updates. All right, so next, once your updates have run and you've restarted your machine and you've gone back and checked your updates again, then you know you've fully upgraded your machine. All right, so here, just to briefly show this in a large view, there's your gear. When you click on the clock, there's your check for updates button, and there's and again, check for updates button, and then that's the status. Now you can also, all right, so next you can also update your Chrome extensions, and those are the things that are in your toolbar in the upper right hand corner where the little puzzle piece is up at the top. And when you click on that, basically, since I'm in Chrome right now, I don't need to open Chrome, but when you're first getting into your Chromebook, you'll want to open up Chrome, and then you'll want to go to the puzzle piece, and then you'll want to go down to manage extensions, click on that, and then look here for this little button that says update. Click on update, and then you'll see a message at the bottom of the screen that says extensions updated. And that basically what that does is all of these extensions that are in your browser, and in my case, I've got quite a few different apps in here. They'll all update for you, and they'll give you the best performance that's tied with the operating system that's currently on your machine. So now that everything is updated, you are operating as you should. Now, if you still have problems beyond this, the next thing to do is a power wash. And to power wash your machine, basically on the lower left-hand corner, you're going to hold down with your left hand the three keys in the bottom left corner there. That's the Shift, the Alt, and the Control buttons, all at the same time. And then while they're being held down, take your other hand and touch the R key. Once you do that, and you might want to hold them for a minute and then let everything go. And then it should show up with power wash sequence, and you're going to go through several things. And when you do a power wash, you need to be aware that you can lose files. With a Chromebook, you're not going to lose much because most of what you work on is saved in the cloud. That is, when you're updating documents, they save automatically on a network drive somewhere, far, far away. And then whenever you log back on, you can retrieve those things. Unlike old Windows machines or current Windows machines, whichever you have. So the thing to do, and I'm going to go ahead and show you in the Files app, if you click on the Launcher button, which is this circle in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, there is a Files app. Touch the, actually, wait a minute here. I want to put this on my toolbar. So I'm going to go and do a 2-finger touch, and I'm going to pin it to shelf so that I have it here to open whenever I need it. This is something you may want to do with different apps that you frequently open. I'm going to click on that Files app, and I'm going to look in my Downloads folder. And I can see that if I were to power wash this machine today, these are the files in the Downloads folder that are on this Chromebook. For the most part, downloads, they're okay. They came from somewhere off the cloud, and you can probably go back to where you got them from and re-download them. But sometimes the things that are in here are important. And if that's the case, then I'll show you here a way to save these files. Notice below we have Google Drive. If you click on Google Drive, you'll see everything that's in the cloud that you've saved. Now, I might want to in order to save my downloads from this Chromebook somewhere in the cloud, I can go into my drive and I can create a new folder by doing let's see, what did I do it here? New folder, yeah. So 2-finger touch, new folder, type the number 1 and downloads. This is just going to put this at the top. I put a 1 in front of things when I want to save them at the top of my list because of the sort sequence. All right, I didn't get that fully typed, so I'm going to finish that up correctly. Downloads. All right, so now I've got a downloads folder in my drive. And let me go back here and fix this up. I want to be out of this. Let me just go back into Files again. Open and my files. All right, so here are my downloads. Here's my Google Drive. I'm expanding it so I can see the downloads folder. I can see the downloads that are showing up in my files highlighted here. It's highlighted here, highlighted here. These are the downloads that I've got on the Chromebook. I'm going to select them by clicking the first one, holding down the Shift key with my left hand, and clicking the down arrow several times until I've highlighted all of the files. And then I'm going to take by highlighting and clicking in the highlighted area and dragging these over into that one downloads folder here on my drive. I can paste them in, and now watch them as they're being saved. Once that's done, you can go ahead and execute the power wash, and you're all done doing just about anything you can do to try to fix your Chromebook problems yourself.